Show one.
There once was a squirrel and her name was Lil Red. She ate some bad peaches, it went to her head. She stumbled and staggered home to her bed. And when she woke up in the morning, she said, "Let's listen. Lil Red, ooh, ooh, Lil Red, ooh, ooh. She goes where no other squirrels tread. Ooh, ooh, Lil Red, ooh, ooh, Lil Red, ooh, ooh. She is the best squirrel, 'cause I said, squirrel!" There once was a squirrel and her name was Lil Red. She ate some bad peaches, it went to her head. She stumbled and staggered home to her bed. And when she woke up in the morning, she said, "Let's listen. Lil Red, ooh, ooh, Lil Red, ooh, ooh. She goes where no other squirrels tread. Ooh, ooh, Lil Red, ooh, ooh, Lil Red, ooh, ooh. She is the best squirrel, 'cause I said, squirrel!
Squirrel! Squirrel!
Squirrel!
Love it. TD Talks, I just sent you a link.
Oh, wait, is she already here?
I'm already in here.
Oh, she's already in here. Ooh.
Well,
I'm sorry, boo.
She's hiding
you
right
don't
there.
want to know you, Red.
It's late. It's past your bedtime.
It's like squirrel. I hope that everyone got a chance to go over to Comicnut stream and watch him and Josh.
I did.
I did too. We watched it together, y'all. I'm trying to find it actually right now. I've got so many tabs open that is ridiculous.
I know, I just closed all mine.
Did any of you guys used to have like parties like for premieres or for watching something special? You know,
Hey,
like
Luna and April and Nurse and Camilla and Josh. Jess.
CCC8. I know I say that wrong. CCC8.
CCC8. Welcome.
Like it seems like so long ago that like Oscar parties or watching the premiere of a like I don't know Grey's Anatomy or some what I mean, like when people would get together with friends just to watch something special.
Yeah,
it's like it seems like another lifetime kind of.
I do hope that everyone will take 20 seconds out of their seconds to go share this link, because we've only got 28 people here, and I know more people won't. I don't want to take anyone from Comicnut. I think they were wrapping it up.
I'm about to tweet it again.
But let's tweet. Hey, Blue. Haley CCC8, Luna Plata, Camilla. I didn't do a notification tonight, but I'm glad y'all are here. We're probably not gonna be talking about how my credit scores are ruined by the scammer. I'm just gonna wait till tomorrow and I will download this recording thing and I will try to trick the scammer into thinking I'm holding up someone.
I feel like that was kind of emotionally taxing, that video or the live with Comicnut and Josh and stuff. Anybody else feel that way?
What do you mean?
Like because it's so upsetting.
Oh gosh.
It's very disturbing.
It is disturbing.
You know what? I couldn't even imagine like My daughters would resent me if I did that to them.
Oh, I mean it.
I already know.
Ugh.
I know their personalities. Like, if I did that since the time they were children, they would be like, Mom, what the hell did you do to me?
What the fuck, right?
In my
Yeah.
opinion, people who do that to children shouldn't have children, period.
I agree.
It's terrible.
Absolutely.
And the thing is, what Josh is trying to get at, that I don't think he's stressed enough, is these parents see these analytics. They know who is watching their children.
And they don't care. That's what they want.
Right.
They're like,
Yeah. Yeah. It's like money. I think there's a thing where seeing the money maybe turned them. Obviously, they had a little bit of the leaning towards being able to be that kind of person. But I feel like potentially seeing the money, and you know what money can do to people, just made that more important than being a parent that wouldn't do that.
Hey,
I'm watching my
Stormy.
words very carefully, but
right. Hey, Stormy. Hey, Jamal. Nurse Kimberly asked me, did I ever decide on a prank on my mom? And I didn't. And here's why. Because I
oh my
thought,
gosh.
wait, she's going to say my whole ass name if I make her.
Oh, right.
But we're going to figure that out. I may have to pre-record it, so if she goes my whole ass name, I can bleep.
That's
I
true.
don't say my own whole ass name. Yeah.
Get your name out.
I have an unusual name.
Do you?
If I said it, people would figure me out in a heartbeat.
I know it. I'm not telling anyone.
Oh, you said it in our meet a few times the first time I was on.
Did I? But
Yes, you did.
I didn't say it on a live
Note to
stream.
self. Don't
No,
tell
no,
her
you
my
didn't.
name. I got you.
You didn't.
I love
It's no
you.
big deal to me.
I
though.
don't know your name.
You missed it. Everyone missed it.
You would think that I would, since we've known each other for so long, been spies for the government together.
Oh,
Yank.
yeah.
And
I have been
and she
spies for
is
so long.
and since
Yep.
she is the
We are the
UK
CIA super
manager.
spies.
Yeah, I got to know
Yes.
everybody's names, social security numbers. Yeah.
We got your date of birth, school records, college records, your
Hey
employers,
Bailey. Hey
your arrest
Luna.
records. We got it all.
The trolls would. Trust me.
We know everybody out there.
I don't
Even
care.
though you in the
We
side
know
chat, we
you
know everybody.
all. I'm so glad that Jess Carter came tonight. I haven't seen that person in a long time. Hey, movies, TV shows. What is happening? I had to leave because I did not. What he was talking about. There's a lot of stuff I did not follow. Hey, Essie Johnson. Hey, ma'am.
Hi, C. Johnson.
I love you. Nothing's going on. I thought that Comicnut was about to wrap it up, so I decided to hop on live. I'm a huge fan. Y'all know that's my internet hubby.
He's such a good dude.
He really is, and I'm now torn. Do I love Comicnut or do I love Josh? I don't know. I love them both.
They're both very different.
Yeah. And I'm just swinging in my swing, y'all. If y'all hear the squeaky, it's my
Yeah, we can hear
swing. It's my swing.
Oh, good.
Nana would say my whole name because I would get in trouble. Me too, Violet Witch. My mama will say your whole ass name.
My
Yep.
husband did it to me the first night I was streaming. I told him, "Do not come in here and say my name. All of you, do not say my name."
And didn't.
And when he walks in the flipping door and says, "Hey, blah blah blah," I'm like, I look at him. He's like, "I'm so sorry."
I
I
saw
was like, "I
that.
ain't gonna lie yet."
I
He
saw
slapped
that,
me.
and you were like, he walked right in and said my name.
I'm sorry, wouldn't have done it, dude. If you would, if I would have been live, I would have been done.
Jess Carter said, "Thank you, Boo. I have missed you guys. I was sick for 2 weeks. We have had more shutdowns here, but got some depression going on. But glad
Ugh,
I'm glad
girl.
you're here too. Let me tell you about some depression. Let
Yes.
me just tell you.
You are not alone.
No, ma'ams. I've been depressed. I've been down there through it. But I'm so glad that y'all are all here with me.
Hey, can I suggest one thing, Little Red?
Sure.
Start
Can you
taking
run it
some
through the
vitamin
manager
D.
first, please, T? Sorry.
Start getting yourself some vitamin D.
Yes, that's a that's a
My
good request. Suggestion.
a family member is in the medical field, and they suggest that high percentage of people who are depressed are lacking vitamin D.
You mean vitamin D like the D? You need the D. Is that what you're
vitamin.
saying?
No, the vitamin. The essential.
Okay. I thought you were telling me to
I
go.
think they're
with
both
you
healing in certain
I
ways.
thought you
had
were
that
telling me to go
surgery.
get me some of the D because I'm like, nah.
That too probably wouldn't help.
They'll both help.
But and being you had that surgery, you probably don't absorb, vitamins from food
Oh
very
yeah,
easily.
that's right. You get some IV
Vitamin D.
vitamin D. But that's the sun vitamin, right? Like that's what
Yes.
we produce when we're in the sun. Yeah, and oof, we're not going out in the sun much. And it gets dark so early. That's the thing that really triggers
That's what makes
the
me
seasonal
sad.
depression for me. Yeah.
Yeah,
Girl, I will bundle up and get outside just to show my face in the sun, my hands, whatever I can get in the sun, because I suffer from depression too. And I tell you, when the cold starts hitting, I start freaks my brain out.
Oh man.
Yes, Miss Cassandra, you can borrow my swing. Yes, ma'am.
That's really good, though. I love
It depends
the sun,
on what you
and
want
it's
to
so
do
easy.
with it, though. But
Yeah.
What, the D?
You not know what's going to happen with this swing.
I love it. I'll show y'all. I love this swing. And so,
I want one so bad, just for
oh
like
my
out in
god, I
front of my
love it.
home.
It was on my porch, my front porch for a year or more. It's an expensive swing I got from Lowe's.
Can you fit two people on it?
Probably. It's like a
Can a guy sit down and put you on his lap? The two of you swinging it?
surely.
Little Red, did you see Jess Carter's last message? Or one of the last ones?
Probably not.
Maybe check it out.
I have something I really want to get off my chest, and a secret I've been holding on to. I think I'm ready to release. Let me have it, Jess Carter. Would you, if it's something super dramatic, can we do it in my DMs? Because please. Because
Yeah, Nurse Kimberly.
Yeah, girl, I feel you. You gotta be.
I would tan, but I'm
hey
actually
Maggie.
very sensitive to the sun, although I have a dark complexion.
Do y'all
I'm very sensitive to it.
Do y'all like my swing though? Ooh.
Yeah, I want your swing. I wanted a hammock, but then I was like, I'm so afraid of like bugs falling out of the trees onto me.
I just want to sit on the little chair and put her on my lap and see what's been swinging it.
I'm
She
going
types away.
on over 500 days sober, but at the peak I'm of addiction. I moved to get away and clean. However, 2 days into my state, move a family member called DSS. My daughter was staying. Jess Carter, I'm so sorry. That's
Oh my gosh.
I'm so sorry.
you have
horrible,
all of
hon.
my thoughts and prayers and love here. That's fucked up.
Yeah, that is. Sorry to hear that.
Just, I'm telling you what, tomorrow you get on the phone and you find out what you need to do
Yeah.
to get your daughter back.
Yep.
Because there's a way.
Fight like hell.
You fight.
You got me in tears, girl. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sick of YouTube. I am so sick of people on YouTube dragging people. I've done everything to get her back. Because of COVID, I can't bring her home. I can only FaceTime her, and she was supposed to be home 7 months ago.
That sucks.
Jess Carter, I love you, and my prayers will be with you. I don't know what else to even say, but I am so damn sick of people dragging each other on YouTube.
But congratulations on being sober. for
That
500
is
days,
so
girl.
amazing. That's number one. Congratulations, because you come first. Number one is number one. Even when we have kids, and I have a daughter that I would do anything for. And I'll tell you, I am in basically the same situation because of COVID and because I live not within a quick driving distance from her. And she was with her dad when the lockdown, everything happened, and things are a certain way. And because of the distance, things have had to change. And so I actually I am in a similar boat, and I can't talk about it too much more or else I'm going to start sobbing on here. And we FaceTime, we play Among Us, we do, and I see her every once in a while, but it's until COVID, something happens. It's just the way the dice landed. It just
The
sucks
courts
for
are
me.
jacked up right now.
But so yeah, I mean, I just focus on the positive. I love her. She loves me. We talk as much as we can. We FaceTime as much as we can. I take her with me on FaceTime places that I go. We play Among Us, even if it's just the two of us in the room playing tag, or something. But yeah, I mean, but it is, there's nothing harder. It feels like, and I'm trying to, relate. It feels like a part of my heart is not with me. Like, it feels like there's a part of me that I just can't get to. It's hard. It's very, very hard, and I'm so sorry that you're going through that.
I'm so sorry you're going through that, and I didn't know, and I didn't even know you, Veronica, were going through that. That makes me feel like a shady friend.
Well, no, it's my choice whether to share it or not, and I guess this just seemed like the right time. But I like to focus on the positive. So
can I just say that this virus that's going around is making everyone absolutely insane, in my opinion. It's made me crazy. It has.
It made us crazy too.
Crazy. If I wouldn't have bought this house before the virus started, I'd probably be going crazy too right now. But I feel like it's my own little sanctuary right now because it's so peaceful here.
Oh, I love your big window.
But if I was living in the city or something, I probably would go crazy.
Go batshit. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. And can I say that I love your window, TD Talks. Like,
there's like a big sunroom right there. It's all windows.
Gosh. It's amazing.
It's not a big sunroom. Actually, my house is small. Like, we downsized to like half a house than we were used to living in. Like, I'm used to like a 3,000 square foot house. This is like 1,500.
Mine's about 1,800.
Easier to maintain.
It's like a cottage, like how old cottages used to be on the water.
Yeah.
It has an addition on it and upstairs, and then that sunroom is an addition. We're going to do a lot more changes to it and upgrades. It needs a facelift, but COVID hit and our business tanked, and so we didn't get to do nothing.
Jess Carter, my thoughts and prayers are with you, girl. I see what you're saying, and I pray for you.
Got all the good vibes and mojo my way coming towards you. I know how it is. You're talking to a recovering alcoholic and recovering drug addict here myself. 17 years sober.
Isn't it
awesome?
Damn, boy, that's awesome.
Isn't
got a lot of friends at LW.
Isn't it amazing that people didn't know that, and all of a sudden people just know that?
Yeah.
A lot of people here are recovering from something. It's really no one's business, but there you go. We love each other enough to share this.
I'm not ashamed to admit it.
You should.
I admit it. I had a problem. I'm not going to say that I did.
You should be
I was
proud.
dealing with a very messed up situation. The people that are close to me know what that situation is.
Yeah.
And I wasn't dealing with it in the best of ways. And I was stupid. And I was getting rid of the pain temporarily, but it always come back. And if it wasn't for what I do for a living now, I would have been dead by 30. So
we're so glad you're here. Even though you're a Katie Joy sock person.
Yeah. I'm a sock and I'm super spy. Watch out.
You super spy. You and Veronica.
Yeah. We got everybody's numbers. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I am super.
I've always been scared of alcohol myself because my father was an alcoholic.
Mine was
and
too.
It scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
So to this day, like,
that's
I'll
a
drink
good
a couple
thing.
times a year. Maybe if that.
My dad was an alcoholic too, but he was a super dad, and he was not abusive. He was not a mean drunk. He was not what is the words? He was not that nasty drunk daddy. He was a good daddy. He was a workaholic, and he just liked his beer.
My father died when I was young.
And Jess Carter said celebrate recovery. There's actually the church that I go to actually has a Friday night class that's called Celebrate Recovery. And it's not just for people who are in recovery. It's for people who know people who are in recovery. People who are... who know people who... It's for everyone. It's for everyone. But it's called Celebrate Recovery. And it's an amazing church.
Those are good programs to be in, because another big stigma that people don't realize is that the people who are dealing with that, there's also their families are dealing with it too.
Right.
And the family needs support along with them.
They don't do that.
Lisa.
Well, there's Al-Anon has been for families and stuff, but Jess, are you doing Zoom meetings? Because there's a bunch of meetings all day long everywhere that are on Zoom. So if you didn't know that, then there you go. But you might already know that.
Lady, that's amazing.
Yeah,
You're amazing.
There's like groups of people that sit and talk about it. I've been told by a few of my friends who are also recoverers. They're in some of those groups. They keep telling me, you need to come up here, dude, and be a guest speaker and talk about this stuff. Says you're one of the best examples. You need to come up and talk about it. I was like, I don't know, man.
It's part of your giving back.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But not everybody does the 12 steps, and people do different smart recovery. Yeah, there's all different kinds, but I think like everything has meetings online right now.
Right now, it is a big thing. I think the meetings.
Yeah, and people from all over the world come into like one meeting. It's pretty interesting, actually.
Diane says Alateen is also a thing. That's amazing.
Yep.
Oh, gosh, I wish I had that when I was a teenager. Hey, Luminasi.
I think there are some people who could go through personality 12-step programs.
I heard that, Lacey, that we didn't interrupt Comicnut stream. I thought he was about ending it. But I am a huge fan of him and Josh. Jess Carter, exactly. My son went to meetings every single day, and now that they started the Zoom, and it's good. If you have a sponsor, they can call you every day. I just want people to know that there's someone there for you. No matter where you're at, what you're doing, there's someone there for you.
Yep. And it's one of the most important things, because loneliness and isolation is a huge trigger for lots of
God.
people.
Did y'all
And
understand that I
yeah,
laid in the bed for a week?
mm,
I really
it's
did.
just a big bummer.
I
Yeah.
went through 6 months of, or, no, excuse me, 6 weeks of hell
Mm,
detoxing, cutting off
mm.
everything cold turkey.
Oh, geez,
Wow.
dude.
And that was the worst, God, 6 weeks of my life.
Was it just alcohol?
No alcohol. I was doing drugs. I did just about everything you could put underneath me except the heroin. I wouldn't touch that crap. If it's
Mm,
something you had to shit up to use, I wouldn't touch it. But no, I was doing dope, and alcohol.
I've never
Not like
seen.
I was never like a violent person or anything when I was doing it. I was just a
Yeah.
goofier person than I am.
yeah, I mean, there's all
I
sorts of reasons that people fall into it. I mean,
I've
yeah.
never seen heroin in my life, but a lot of people, a lot of my son's friends have.
I
I,
lost 2 good friends to heroin overdoses, and I
it's
would never
sad.
touch it.
I'm just reading chat. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, I'm trying to
It's
catch
all
up
good.
too.
We're reading too. And and the same thing with me, Jess. After I cut it off to cold turkey, I cut off of it. Went through a month and a half of just pretty much hell. Your body just goes into shock. You're sick all the time, throwing up all the time, just pain. It was just horrible. And then I got out of it, and then I was talking to a really good friend of mine, and then I got into the job that I'm in now. And if it wasn't for getting in with that and getting the repetitive discipline and structure that I needed to keep my mind occupied, busy, to keep myself from thinking about it, to go back to it. And then, heck, after a couple, 3 months, I had no hankering for anything. I mean, I still drink occasionally, but not very often. I mean, I might drink one hard liquor drink a week or every 2 weeks. One, and that's it. So, and I did not touch no dope.
But Angry Yank, you drunk, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just.
He knows what
playing.
he can do.
I'm just playing with them because
there's so many people
Especially
in
if
the
he doesn't
chat.
crave it.
Gullah Scummer, I'm so
Some
sorry.
people don't after.
I've had, I won't say I've ever had a friend who was a heroin addict. I have not. But my sons have. My children, my youngest child actually has. And it's scary as hell.
Oh my God, yes.
It's scary as hell to have your son tell you that he drove someone to the hospital that you worked at, and it was scary. Thank God the kid lived. Thank God the kid made it. He survived. He's went to rehab since. I hope he's doing okay. He stays away from my kid. That's all I want. I just want him to stay away from my kid. But at the same time, if he doesn't stay away from my kid, I hope my kid gives him good advice and says, leave that shat alone.
Yeah, H is a demon.
Oh my gosh. I've never seen heroin in my life.
I got somebody close to me going through it.
Don't want to, trust me, you don't want to be near that shit.
Nope.
Shit's evil. Because it's so easy to OD on it.
I just literally always believed that if you ever did it once, you were addicted. That's just what I always heard.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of misconceptions and stigmas and everything out there. I mean, there's all different kinds of. I mean, anybody can fall victim to it, and in any way, for any reason.
I think for people who get hooked to it the first time are already doing hard drugs, and that's just an easier, cheaper way they find, and that's how they get hooked.
Yeah, some people. I mean, but yeah, I mean, because I've known so many people that have fallen victim for every different reason you can think of. People you would never expect. People, you know, people that have never touched a drug in their life that may look like what, the news puts out or the media makes you think that a drug addict is supposed to look like. I mean, it's rampant, it's widespread, and everyone can either suffer from it or have someone close to them suffer from it. And I feel that nobody is immune to it. It's worse than COVID in every way.
I've had people who didn't even know they were addicted to their medication. So it happens to people that don't even know it themselves. Like they don't know.
Life too.
Right. They don't know when they crawl out of bed because they need their pain medication to function.
Right.
Pain, that's addiction. They don't put it together because they've never done drugs.
Exactly. And doctors are getting people addicted to drugs, and they don't.
I just had that Macklemore song pop in my head. My drug dealer was a doctor. You know that song?
Yep. I know that one too.
So it's true in many, many ways. But,
yes, it is.
I don't know. I'm not going to stand on a soapbox here, but...
I'm just the kind of person that tell a story because, I admitted to it because it was something that for years I didn't even realize, because to me it was just kind of like normal with my life, I get a fifth, get a fifth or two, a day. You go to the bar, and go get a fifth or two and bring them home, and I'd drink those all day and all night. Ooh. And then the guys would come over and bring over some type of dope. We'd sit there and just smoke it and sit there and get rocked out of our minds and get drunk. And that was just basically our life. And then, but no, I never got on any type of, never got addicted to like pain meds or anything like that. I was just like weed, shrooms, coke, stuff like that.
Sorry, go ahead.
I've never tried shrooms.
Oh, they can be trippy.
Hi, Tammy. Welcome back.
I've honestly never done any drugs. I smoked a little pot when I was in high school, but I've never done any drugs.
That's what the problem thing was. It was not like I was actually like super addicted to them. I could go days or even weeks without it and not have withdrawals or shakes or get violent or go crazy without it. Well, I never was like that. I was never like that.
Nicotine. I've been addicted to cigarettes.
Don't get me started about freaking cigarettes. Oh my God, I'm glad I quit doing those too.
One of the hardest, yeah.
Well,
is that not the hardest shit you ever get off of?
Okay, tell me what dumbass has cancer and then goes back to fucking smoking. This girl.
Oh man,
I was an idiot.
What kind of cancer did you have?
I had ovarian cancer.
Oh,
twice.
Girl,
oh, man,
you are the exception. So deadly. I'm so glad that you're here. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, what an amazing woman you are.
You get over here. Time for a hug.
Twice even, you said.
Well, because I need to take the recommendation of them going back in and giving me a complete hysterectomy. And 2 years later, I was back in there getting a complete hysterectomy.
Oh, gosh.
Because they only took out the ovary that had the tumor on it.
That's so scary. That's one of my things that I'm scared of.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna keep you on speed dial, girl. There's a TED Talk. I don't know if anyone's heard of Johann Hari, but he has this TED Talk called "Everything We Thought We Knew About Addiction Is Wrong," I think is the title. And it talks about this experiment with rats called Rat Park, but it's I could watch it 1,000 times. But basically he talks about how Portugal they were like the most drug addicted country of all of the countries, and how they completely decriminalized all drugs, and any money that they got from pharmaceuticals and things like that went back into helping addicts get clean, stay clean, get jobs, find housing, et cetera, and they have completely turned around the drug problem that they had, and now they're just excelling, and they have the lowest relapse rate, or I don't have all of the numbers, so don't listen to me there, but it's a fascinating video. And his point is that the opposite, and that America is doing everything wrong, basically.
I'm gonna listen to that. I love TED Talk.
Yeah, but that the opposite of addiction isn't sobriety, it's connection, and that isolation is the best friend of addiction and relapse, and that we need more community and more people and more connection with the people around us and stuff like that. It's a really great video.
I have to read some of the chat. Jess Carter
Please
said
do.
pills just got so expensive, so powder next, then fentanyl when that was switched from our dealer. Lisa said, Lil Red, thank you, and for not saying sorry. I watched that too. There's something I need to read. I'm finding it. Growing up with an alcoholic dad, I was afraid to touch anything, afraid I'd become an addict. Me too, Miss Cassandra.
Same.
Me too. I was so scared, and I've been so scared of my kids being addicted to anything.
That was one of the things that, I'm going to come out and admit it. That was one of the things that got me started into getting into drinking. Started when I was about 10 years old, 5th grade. My friends and I, our parents, all worked for the same company. The parents always went out to the bar, always had plenty of booze in the house, and they would never miss any if we snuck out a little bit. And we used to do that all the time. And then years and years went by. The things you do when you're young and you're dumb.
Yeah. The first time I drank when I was younger, it got me into a predicament, and I ended up being a teenage mother.
That'll definitely open your eyes.
Yeah, so that's all. I think alcohol has been the devil in my life, my entire life. So I don't drink. Plus, I've been raising kids, and it's just not something I wanted to be for them. And I'm glad I was a strong enough person not to.
Can I just say I love you so good?
Especially after what I went through.
I love TD Talk
after
so
that,
much.
yeah. After that, I can understand.
I second that emotion.
And I third it. Yep.
This is a special place, Red. It really is.
This is a special place.
I remember when I hit my rock bottom that day. Worst day of my life.
That's the day you chose to get sober?
It was a Friday night with my friends. We all had a hard day working. I was doing a little bit of work helping my buddy. He was helping me. I was actually helping him remodeling his place. We were restructuring, putting in all new walls. We were stick framing up some new walls in the lower part of his garage and rebuilding his garage up, and got done for the week and got paid and went and bought some booze, and all the guys come over, just having fun, smoking some weed, popping some shrooms, a couple of things of acid, having fun, listening to music. Everybody was leaving, eventually the party starts dying out, people start leaving out. Everybody left, and I just looked over there, and it was like about a third of a fifth of Jack left, so I just grabbed it and slammed it down, and remember just getting up to the table and reaching for the table to put the bottle on the table, and I remember heard the bottle go clink, out cold. Thought I was out maybe a couple of minutes, because I heard a knocking on my door. I was like, what the hell? One of my friends must have left his keys or something. And I'm like, what the hell? So I go over to the door, and I open up the door, and I was like, he goes, where you been, man? I was like, what do you mean where I've been? I said, you guys just left me. I was like, I'm looking up going, I must have been out for a few hours. It's daylight already? And it's like, dude, he goes, where you been? We missed you at the barbecue. I mean, what do you mean you missed me at the barbecue, dude? It's like Saturday. He's like, no, dude, it's Monday.
Wow.
It's like, what? He goes, it's Monday, dude. I said, you're telling me it's Monday? He's like, yeah. I was like, dude.
Wow, dude.
I'll see you later, bro. I just closed my door, locked it, and I just sat there on the floor and I went, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is wrong with me? So I lost an entire weekend. I don't remember shit.
I hear you.
I was out cold for an entire weekend.
That's scary.
So I crawled up onto my couch and I just kind of sat on that couch and I went, something's got to change. I said, that's crazy. I've never had that. Never had a complete lapse. Last 2-3 days. I just sat on that couch and told myself, if I don't change something, man, I said, I'm going to fucking die, dude. I said, I got to do something. So I told all my friends, I went to every single one, and I said, listen, man, nothing against you, nothing wrong. I said, I need to change my life. I need to cut this shit out. They're like, what do you mean? I said, I need to cut this shit out, man. I said, this ain't good for me. I said, you get what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? And they all were cool with me. They all respect me. I said, okay, man, whatever you got to do. And I went home. I tossed out every damn bottle of booze I had, any of the dope I had, took it, flushed it all down the fucking crapper, and that was it.
That was the best day of your life, though, too, dude.
Woke up, told myself I'm not doing this no more. In 6 weeks of hell, and then
That's
after
amazing.
that, one of my good friends told me, he goes, hey, man, he goes, if you need to change something in your life, here's something you can do to help keep your mind busy. Well, here it is, 16 and a half, almost 17 years later.
That's awesome. That's a story to tell.
No dope.
For sure.
No dope at
Yeah.
all. I just drink a little bit every now and then, just because the guys like to have a drink every now and then. So I join them, but I physically cannot drink anything like I used to. If I have more than 3 mixed drinks in one night, I get violently ill. It destroyed my stomach over all those years. But I went to the doctors. Doctors checked me out. They had to before I got in the service. So obviously, they got to do a check on you. Nothing wrong with me. I had no organ problems, no damage to my body in any way from it. Thankfully, I didn't. Thank God I didn't. And so I just cannot drink anything hard. I mean, I can, but I got to be really, really limited to what I can have. And I'll do that once. Like I said, maybe once a week or once every couple of weeks. It's not very often.
Right, but you probably know that. I mean, if you're not craving it, like
not at
alcoholics, some alcoholics still, you know,
Oh,
you can have that drink.
Yeah, I got friends that are recovering alcoholics, and you can see that they're still fighting their demons. And I'm usually the one they come and talk to. They're like, dude, well, how do you do it?
Yeah, I'm reading the chat. There are so many people who are just like sharing things that are really hard to share, and it's just it's really, really
amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's inspiring. It's something that you don't often see on the web, and I just hope that everybody respects everybody and how hard it is to come out and admit these types of things. And
that's why I'd suggest right after this is over, just to keep the chat off for people's privacy.
Yeah. Yep.
So.
Yeah.
It's a good call.
Oh, wait. To turn the chat off?
Just for the replays, if everybody's cool with that.
Oh, of course.
Just disable chat replay on the video when it gets posted.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We don't want trolls coming in, seeing stuff these people are talking about, and then going and bashing on them and being scumbags. Because we know how people are in this freaking world. They find one little thing to pick at, and they're going to go for it.
Yeah, but
I don't care what people say about me. I've been called out for what I've talked about, and I don't care.
Yeah, go ahead, T. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Girl, you.
I was just going to say, I think a lot of people don't realize that a lot of these trolls wake up and breathe this stuff. It's not even actual people you're interacting with. They just legitimately just troll the internet and cause havoc.
Yeah.
And in a way, if you think about it, how you just said that, I'll come out and say it. As a mind of an ex-addict, it's basically they're an addict. They're addicted to screwing with people.
Yep.
It's what they need. If they don't get it, they're bouncing off the walls. They're going crazy. It's what they need.
Yeah, that's why I don't never truly believe, like, Katie's trolls, like I don't believe it's anybody from any of our groups or anything like that interacting. I think it's just some hard trolls coming after her because they know they're causing havoc in her life. I mean, like real trolls. I don't think it's anybody like from.
I agree.
So I think it would be to her benefit to actually find out who they are, not blame it on all these groups that she doesn't like.
I agree. Okay, y'all. I love you all. I've got to go to sleep.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta go watch a movie with my husband.
I did turn this chat off so it will not be public. And I appreciate everyone here that
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah,
For sharing.
to feel so safe
yeah.
here. Yeah, to be able to share that kind of stuff, it's really
Because it's
amazing.
hard.
It's
It's
super
hard.
hard, yeah. And I mean, I'm seeing so much, and every one of the people who are expressing deep, hard stuff. I'm just inspired by it, and I'm overwhelmed, honestly, and feel even more emotionally exhausted. But it's stuff that people hold inside, and to be able to share that stuff in a safe place is just really cool.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I love hearing people come out and feel good about telling their story, sharing their story.
I do too,
Well, then
but I don't want anyone to feel like they share something that they
Right.
wish they hadn't. So
Yeah.
I've
Yep.
made it.
Yep.
I've made it private. So if I love everyone here.
And reach out. I mean, I won't speak for anybody else, but I mean, I'm available. I mean, if
Me too.
Nobody should feel nobody should feel alone. I mean, there are crisis lines and things that you can call there, but
if a person out there is suffering from addiction, whether it be booze or illicit street drugs, and you need someone to talk to, you need an ear to bend, drop me.
And if one person isn't available, try somebody else. It's yeah.
There's a lot of ears to bend here.
Yeah. Yep.
I love you all.
I love you too, you guys. You guys all have a good night, and thanks.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
You.
Good luck. Good luck.